Hello, everyone, and welcome to day 16 of 30 days of transformation, a journey to your true self. Today, we're going to talk about relationship harmony and how that pertains to twin flames, soulmates, karmic partners, and just in general soul connections. This is a pretty hot topic when it comes to twin flames. And one of the number one questions I've gotten over the years is this my twin flame? And that is the, infinite $1,000,000 question, really. There was a time that we could identify that as a person, even in the timeline that I have been in on this journey. And if we go back to the history of time, it was very rare. So when you'd have this kind of interaction, you obviously only had it with one person because it was, more common to meet soulmates than it was a twin flame. A twin flame is really a teacher. And the thing about it is, it's teaching you to come into your higher self, your true self, which is how that links to this whole journey of a journey to your true self. A twin flame journey will take you on the journey and the pathway to discovering that within yourself. Most people get hung up on the person, and that's due to their own wounds, their own problems with codependency, and their own need to discover and awaken parts of themselves, even on an energetic level, that has been dormant, potentially forever, and not just, now in a conscious state, but it's waking you up to more higher conscious awareness to connect to more of the divine self. And so now that we have the whole world is ascending in this journey, the reason it gets so confusing is because we're all on an ascension path. We're all on this version of higher self, true self, elevating, clearing karma, healing wounds. But what it will tell you is this whole twin flame phenomenon opened up the portal to us understanding this. And it is now, though, understand it's more of a process and a pathway, not about the person, because the only person it's about is you. And for you to find the relationship harmony of your own inner self, your higher self, your lower self, your head and your heart and your right brain and your left brain and your masculine and feminine energies, and to come into a sense of balance, of being whole, healed, and a place of feeling content with yourself before you can come into the dynamic side of that and then mirror that side of you in harmony. All these relationships, twin flame, soulmates, karmic partners, the soul connections are all soul agreements to help do multiple things, to help clear the karma that maybe you've had in previous lifetimes together, that you chose this lifetime to come through and quickly. Usually a karmic relationship is a very quick, like freight train type of an experience that can also mimic the twin flame experience in today's energy, because of, as I said, everybody's ascending and we're all becoming more magnetic, and we're all waking up like the template of our soul that has been dormant, that is an energetic awakening in our literally our soul blueprint, our higher self chakras, and all the energies that creates this activation for us to awaken to this. So the twin flame journey is very magnetic, where the soulmate is very heart connected. And that doesn't say you can't have both, but the thing about it is you got to look at it from the healthy version. From a healthy version, when you heal all of those parts of you that are wounded, never been seen, heard, or validated, and still in a state of potentially codependency, when you heal all of that and you come into your own self-sovereignty, and then you have the ability to find that balance with your other person and your other half, and then you have the ability to give and respect each other from a place of your ability to give each other the space and the freedom to be yourself. You see, so when it comes to a true twin flame allows you to be yourself. If you're in a dynamic and you're not being yourself at your highest self, your truest self, your best self, and your full self, You're not in a relationship that is your true twin flame, because in a true twin flame relationship, you can be yourself. You can let down. You can feel supported. You can feel a sense of home. You can feel a sense of like, I can relax and I can find peace. And one of the things I just have to share about this is, my son is married to his twin flame. They did have initially a couple years of their own kind of purging and push pull and all of that years ago. And people often say, how did he do it? And what I will say to that is, I did it so he didn't have to. So in the dynamic of our family, and we come up through this process of healing ourselves and creating more wholeness in ourselves, we're also healing dysfunctional relationships that are, familial and our family. So I had more karma to clear, and he had karma to clear and enough of it, but it was all done when he was younger. So now that he's gotten older, he was able to step into the life that I always envisioned and did it for himself, where, I created that pathway by carrying a lot of the karma and clearing more of the generational things. So that being said, at his wedding, the whole scenario with him and his now wife, twin flame, they've always been so synergistic. They always carry this presence everywhere they go. Everywhere they go, just people flock them light, and there's such a light that just people bring energy to them. Like, they're always the conversation piece, and everybody wants to be around them, and everything feels so good when you're in their presence. But that's because they have peace in themselves. They have a very strong and stable and secure relationship. And when they did the vows, my daughter-in-law, his twin flame, they ask each other different questions beforehand, and the answers that the officiate gave was that, my son was her place of peace, and that no matter what was going on in her life, she could go to him and she could feel like she could let down and feel peace. And I could see this, and I knew that that's what I wanted in my own life. And I shared this with a client of mine years ago, and I showed the wedding vows, and I showed, their dance. I have showed this along the way. If you followed me, you've seen their first dance at their wedding. They now have a little girl that is just amazing, like, starseed, awakened little girl that's just beautiful. And the whole thing is just a beautiful experience. And I will tell you, it's true. Like, they even look alike. They even look like brother and sister twins, because they have that look of being totally alike. But with all that being said, when I shared this with the client, and she was not at a place of peace with this person, and that she was wanting, and like, you want all these things from this person, but it's so dysfunctional and is bringing up all the things you need to heal, but yet you still want it because there's a side of that wanting that from them that they're showing to you that's inside you. It's not even about them. When you have it inside of you, you need to be able to be somewhere with someone that can give you the space to have that with you, and you feel it. That's your twin flame. Okay. And the most beautiful thing I can tell you about this is I have that now. And so, like, to the point where, me, him, we both maybe even cry every day how beautiful it is. And having that sense of being able to find the peace now, like, to let down now. And every day it's even a new opportunity, a new experience to just go deeper and deeper and deeper, and open and open and open, and really create that sense of harmony in the dynamic. But your harmonic relationship starts with you on the inside, and you will attract, I don't even really like the labels, but we have to use them for understanding. You will attract a twin flame experience. You'll attract a karmic partner and a soulmate based on what you need in your soul agreement with them and your soul lessons. So the key to get over it faster and through it faster is to truly surrender to the experience as an experience, but don't hang on to the experience. Look at it as, what did I learn from it? What did I not like about it? What did I want about it? Let go of what you didn't like. Know that you're going to set a boundary, and going forward, you'll never accept that from anyone again. And then also use what you liked about it to claim in yourself, this is what I want in a relationship. And I don't know who, what, or when. I don't even care about a label. I just know this is what I'm going to have. And that's exactly what I did. And if you followed Ray's, that is also does a lot of the YouTube weekly shows for you guys, and we did our Rise with Ray show last year, she did the exact same thing. And I just have to share with you that in that story, I was writing a book on Become the One to Attract the One, basically the premise of it. Okay. And so writing that book, I was putting down all the things that I learned on how to attract who I am and become who I want it to be with, and then attract that person. And I'm telling you, I did it. So that being said, it works. And so I was uncovering all this as we were doing a perfect inner work challenge, which I didn't put here, but if you go to my playlist and you go to the Rise with Rays series and you go in any one of those, you can get plugged into a 30, well, I don't know. No, I think it's a 7-day. I'm not sure. It's so many days of just a live event that we did, that we recorded, that will just give you so much information about all this. And it will be very beneficial for you. But with that, as I was saying, though, she was in a group coaching session I was doing, and I was sharing about what I was writing, about what I was learning. And she says to me, "That's exactly what I did and why I'm with my twin flame, Jonathan, now." And I said, "Oh, really?" Because I had just put out there as writing this book, I needed a story to exemplify, what it was I was teaching and sharing. So I ended up using her story as a part of a chapter to exemplify and to back the validity of all the steps that I said that you need to take in order to do this. So anyway, I'm just telling you all this because, obviously I've been on this journey for a long time, awakened, and I've taken every route, and I went through a revolving door of twin flame experiences, multiple, and each one becoming greater than the next, because I was like open to everything and attached to nothing. And I stayed on, okay, everything I just said to you, I did. I literally be like, nope, this ain't happening again. Yes, this is what I want, and I'm going to claim what I want. And I don't care how much that person was still bringing value to me. If they're not in a place of what it still truly meant that I want, I'm like, okay, this is a part of my evolution. I can see that it is evolving me, and they'll either roll with me or they won't. And regardless, this is what I want, and I am not going to settle for less. And that's exactly my journey, of my whole journey in a nutshell. And it took a revolving door and a lot of teachers, a lot of twin flame type experiences that I began to call ascension teachers. I discovered that each one was more of a reflection of me than the next, and each one was a part of me that was within me. And then I became into my wholeness, and then I attracted someone that brought all those pieces together, cleared a lot of ancient lives together, and then was open, really wasn't even open. I was like, I want to discover me now. And guess who shows up? My beloved Jeremiah. In fact, almost about a year ago, not quite to the day, like within the next week, it's gonna be like right at a year ago. So anyway, I've been on this journey as you have. And so just to recap this, if you're just joining me, this is day 16 of 30 days of transformation. And you can head on over to my YouTube channel, hit subscribe, hit the notification bell, and you can get plugged into the rest of my lives to be notified. And here we have, let's see, Heidi's still there. I'll be with you in just a minute. Heidi, thank you so much. And Jeremiah's here. And I also want to acknowledge all of you there on Instagram. A lot of you have been kind of showing up here, and I just want to make sure to acknowledge you guys. I see you there, and if you feel like saying hello, please do. They're doing that over here on Facebook and YouTube. But anyway, so you could also go there and get connected to the playlist. Number one, you could go back and catch up on this series, besides just getting subscribed to know when I come live. And if you truly want to find the inner and quickly and a quantum leap and the most powerful, fastest fast track, what I tell you, it takes finding the harmony in yourself. And that's one of the things that we're going to be doing in the Sedona Rejuvenation Retreat, is bringing harmonic balance to yourself. And that's what me and Jeremiah, my beloved, are doing here in Sedona on a daily basis within ourselves. within the community, and we make the same statement, and people get in our presence and they see the beauty of it, they feel the beauty of it, they feel the love, they feel loved, and they feel the cocoon of energy, and they see the light. So it's everything I said happens with my son happens with the dynamic I'm in as well. And it's very beautiful and very magnetic because people really see it, feel it, and want a piece of that. And so we're going to be working with people at the retreat, and it's April 4th through 7th. Would love to have you join us here in Sedona. You can find a link to that retreat in the description above or below, depending upon what platform you are. And also on Instagram, you can find that in the bio. There's a link in the bio. But now, as I want to just kind of pull this full circle, and we are again just going through finding the inner harmony in yourself, accepting that the twin flame is more of a journey and a process, not so much the person. You'll have soulmates that cross your path to help you heal past karmic things, but you could also have a karmic relationship that comes through that's very tumultuous, which is what they consider kind of the false twin flame. Is very quick, and it feels like you got maybe ran over by a freight train, because it's so impactful to just, like I say, that gets shift or be shifted. And so they come through to basically do a quantum leap on you, in a way that closes out the past life with them. And also, sorry, I just lost Instagram there. I'm not sure why, but they closes out the past life with them, and then also brings balance to yourself and the wholeness that I talked about. So in the process of this, cultivate self-love is so important. Find your own independence and your own ability to stay balanced in your own daily life and in your own daily relationships. Use every relationship that you have, no matter what type of relationship, as an opportunity to see yourself and to look within yourself and to use it as a mirror, no matter what. And then learn to identify the signs and the lessons that or what you need to focus on within yourself. I wouldn't worry so much about, the person initially, because if it is that person, you can't script destiny. So just keep working on yourself and it will all fall into place. And this is going to give you an opportunity to find more clarity in yourself, your path, your journey, and most importantly, redefine relationships for your family and to bring more harmonic living in your daily life and have a harmonic relationship in all areas of your life, not just with a twin flame. And again, so if you've not just joining, this is day 16 of the 30 days of transformation, a journey to your true self. And if you'd like to take a quantum leap into finding harmonic balance in yourself so you can have more harmonic relationships and heal all the dysfunction in relationships, join us April 4th through 7th for the Sedona Rejuvenation Retreat. And the link is in above or below in the description. And I want to acknowledge everyone here now. Heidi, you're very welcome. You're very, very welcome. You truly understand. I appreciate that. I know you followed me for years. I don't even know how many years, Heidi, but I've always appreciated your love, your guidance, your support, and just following, it inspires me to continue to show up. Yes. Thank you. And let's see, Jeremiah says, okay, he's talking about the retreat. You can learn more there. That's in the descriptions above or below. On Facebook, he has put it inside of a comment if you're on Facebook on my personal page. Okay, so you're a new follower. Always told that there isn't such a thing as a fake twin flame, as neither of you true, or you're just not in it. Not is this true? So you're right, there is no such thing as a fake twin flame, and the reason being is because the twin flame is yourself, and everything around you is the mirror of you, and there's nothing fake about anything that anyone shows up. Okay, so it is the process and it is the journey, and it's what's going on inside of you that creates what's outside of you. And the sooner you find that balance in yourself and put the focus on you than the person, the faster you will find a balance in yourself to have it with the person. Now, that being said, you have to be open to like trust, like who is for you, like coming into a place of who is for you. I think I just lost Facebook too. It's kind of weird. I'm not sure. Something just popped up saying having trouble with that. But thank you so much for your being new, and I would like to welcome you, Nitoshik. I'd like to welcome you. I'm not 100% certain your full question there, other than there again, there is nothing fake about this journey, and it's more the reflection of you. So, is it true? Let's see. There's nothing fake about. I'm just going to reread this one more time to see. There's nothing fake about the twin flame, either you or a true twin flame. You're not. Sorry, I'm not 100% certain of that question. But hopefully I gave you some clarity based on what I answered. And see, okay, same thing. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for your love, support, your following. And I'll see you tomorrow. And you have a great night, day, evening, wherever you are, and loads of love. Thanks, Heidi. Take care.